Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Dolly. Today's gonna be a very special video, highly requested by so many of you guys, and I thought, hey, why not do the research and get it out to you guys. Now, this is something that I researched for a few days, try to learn as much as possible to relay on the message to you guys. It's not personally something I'm extremely familiar with, but I know it is a big thing for a lot of individuals. And so you ready for this, guys? Are you ready? Today's topic is going to be about emotional eating. Emotional eating, eating your feelings, same thing. I'm going to tell you what I learned. That way, hopefully we can help you or help each other break through of that emotional eating and try to find a better solution instead of eating your feelings away. So if you think this is going to relate to you, stay tuned. Hey guys, it's super important that you guys do know I am not a trained professional and I am not a doctor. Okay, all the information that I'm giving you is based on my research that I've done on my own for the past few days. So please don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what I learned. And I know it's going to be very helpful for a lot of people, especially ones that have been requesting this video. When I research something, I'm a little obsessive about it and I try to make sure I get everything. So, like I just said, I'm not a doctor. When it comes down to emotional eating, a lot of people will self-diagnose themselves as emotional eaters, which is not always the case. Okay, so let me explain. A lot of people say that they are emotional eaters because they decide to eat something or drink something to make themselves feel better for a moment. And out of the research I've done, that's not always the case. That is a way of your body triggering itself to actually getting what your body wants or needs. Not because you are sad because your boyfriend left you and you want to eat an entire tub of ice cream. That is completely false. That is not why you're doing it. It makes you feel good for the moment, yes, but it's also a way of your body telling you, I want this and I want that, and you may not need it. And this is where it comes into the overeating part, because even though you are not technically hungry, or you feel like food is going to give you a quick moment of satisfaction, which sometimes it does. I'm not going to lie, I've seen people eat food and they're just like in heaven for the duration of their meal or snack or whatever it is, and then they finish it and that feeling is gone. So when you feel like you're emotionally eating, there's something that was triggered for you to feel that way. Whether it's stress or a breakup, a sadness, or whatever the case is, there's something actually where you need to analyze the situation on why you decide that you want to eat this or why you want to drink that. A lot of times they can diagnose the emotional eating in a category along with addictions in a way, not a super crazy addiction, but in some sort of addictive way, because you can't control it without realizing it. So once you realize it, it is then going to be easier to catch yourself when you're emotionally eating. I did see a few articles and videos where emotional eating can be anywhere from a happy occasion to something very devastating or sad. For instance, if you're at a birthday party, you're gonna eat birthday food, you're gonna have birthday cake, you're excited, you're enjoying yourself, That's an emotion. That's an emotional eating. See, not always just when you're sad. So say your significant other breaks up with you, or you just are overstressed and you're eating junk food in the worst way possible because you feel like, oh, I just need happiness for one quick second. That is also emotional eating. But there are two different types of emotions, and either way, you emotionally eat. And it's not because I need to eat this or I need to eat that. It's just once you find out the root of why you're emotionally eating, it's going to be so much easier for you to control how you intake your food. A lot of times people are often stressed out or sad or depressed for whatever reason, over a breakup or a loss of a family member or a pet or whatever the case is. Okay, so say you're emotionally eating in the bad way, which is overstress, sadness, anger, whatever the case is. You just want that temporary enjoyment. Once you figure out why you want to eat whatever it is you're eating, that would be fine. You can still have those cookies or that pizza or whatever it is you're going for. Just be aware of what you're doing. Okay, so this is where the overeating comes into play. Oh, I'm mad, so I'm going to eat this entire box of cookies. No. No, 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 no. No. Along with all those calories you're going to be intaking and all that sugar that's going into your body, you have to think about it. So, yes, I'm upset. Yes, I'm going to have 1 or 2 or 3 cookies, but I'm not going to eat the entire box. I don't need the entire box because you don't. Your mind will still get the satisfaction of that small amount of whatever it is you're eating without eating the entire thing. And in that sense, you're controlling your emotional eating. So then you wouldn't use that as a crutch to where, oh, I can't lose weight because I eat too much, or I can't do this because I just like my food and this and that, and whatever your excuse is going to be. No, that's not the way it'll be. If you can control what you're doing, you can have control of the situation. So, for instance, I've done it in the past. I'm not going to lie. I will have been super sad over a breakup, and I will go out to eat with my friends, or I will go out for drinks and not think about what I'm doing and why I'm doing this. I know I'm sad. I know dinner and I know alcohol or drinks will make me forget about a temporary situation, but in the long run, it's still going to be there. So you have to trigger your mind to thinking, why am I doing this in the first place? And how can I control the situation by not overeating? I know it sounds a lot easier than it really is, but at the moment when you're mad or the moment when you're sad, if you can think about the reason why you're at that state of mind and what you're doing, it'll be easier for you to control the outcome of that situation. So say you're even in a happy state of emotional eating and you're at a party. A lot of people tend to do this where they will be at a party and they will overeat because it's a party and you can relax and enjoy yourself. Yeah, that is the case for most people. But don't take it overboard. Don't go for 4 plates of chips and salsa. Don't go for 2 servings. Don't go for 2 slices of cake. I'm just saying that's just a lot of sugar to be intaking, or a lot of carbs, or no matter what size you are, it's just excessive amounts. And that's the point I'm trying to make, is no matter how you're overeating, please control that excessive amount because it'll help you during your journey. And once you can find that amount that you want to stick with, that you're okay with, that you don't feel like you're stuffed, you don't feel like you're going to regret it after you eat, you're controlling that situation of where you're trying to take your journey, and that would help you tremendously in the future past. So even if you are in a happy state of mind, it's recommended to start with a happy occasion, because you're more happy quite often than you are angry for most people. So yeah, you're excited. Say your company buys everybody lunch, and yeah, you don't have to pay for lunch. You didn't have to cook lunch. Even better, right? Right. Now, the key is when they buy you lunch, or whatever the case is, whether it's a party or a luncheon or whatever the case is, when you serve your plate, serve yourself whatever you think will satisfy you. Not like, oh my God, I'm gonna pack it on because it's free food. Because believe me, I know a lot of people that do that. And trust me, those are the ones that regret it, because they're not controlling what they're eating. So, control what you're eating during a happy state of mind. So when you're angry or upset or sad or whatever the case is, you'll have that trigger like, hey, I've already realized why I'm happy. I can control myself. Now, when I'm upset, let's work on that. And eventually you will get the hang of it, and you will stop that emotional eating, and you will give your body what it needs without being excessive or regretting that. I know so many people that are, I'm going to say people because I mean women, that are, sad over a breakup, or, they got stood up on a date or whatever the case is. And they're calling me crying because of whatever the reason is. And they're eating a tub of ice cream or having the whole pizza to themselves. And then at the end of that, during that conversation, I'm told on how terrible they feel for eating all that. So to avoid those types of feelings, to avoid that kind of regret, knowing that if you know you're going to eat bad, control it. Like, simple as that. Just control it. Don't try to go for 5 slices of pizza. Don't try to go for, 2 sodas or whatever the case is, because those are the things that are going to make it harder for your journey to progress if you're still stuck in the excuse zone of, oh, well, these are my excuses because I can't get past this and I can't get past that. You can. It just takes the mental strength to get there. So I hope I taught you guys something about emotional eating. It's not all terrible as long as you know how to control it. And if you did like this content, please give it a big thumbs up. It would help out my channel a lot. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. And don't forget to leave me a comment on what you think I should be making my next video on. So until next time, guys, bye.